Imagine this. You are in a conversation. Someone looks at you and asks a simple question. So, what do you think about the movie? It is an easy question. You know the answer. You liked the movie. But before you can answer, something happens in your brain. A process begins. Step 1. You think of the answer in your native language. Film Harakati Ama Sonu by Razgaripti. Step 2. You grab your mental dictionary. Harika means great. Ama means but. Garup means weird. Step 3. You grab your grammar book. Was it? Is it? Past tense? Present tense? Step 4. You arrange the words like a puzzle. Step 5. You finally speak. The movie was great, but the end was weird. By the time you finish that sentence, 5 seconds have passed. The other person is looking at you. They see a loading circle in your eyes. They see the lag. This is the translation trap. And it is the #1 reason why you feel slow. It is the #1 reason why you get tired when speaking English. You are running 2 operating systems in your brain at the same time. It consumes too much energy. Today, we are going to uninstall the translator. We are going to switch your brain's operating system to English mode. We are going to learn how to think in English. Many students tell me, Atlas, I can't think in English. I don't know enough words. My level is too low. This is a myth. You do not need to be advanced to think in English. You can start thinking in English with just 10 words. Thinking in English is not about vocabulary size. It is about habit. It is about internal monologue. Right now, there is a voice in your head. It is narrating your life. I am hungry. This video is interesting. I need to call my mom. That voice is in Turkish, or your native language. Our goal today is to change that voice. Not all the time. Just for small moments. We are going to do this in 4 levels. From baby steps to philosopher. But first, let me tell you about the moment I realized I had broken the translation chain. Was living in London for about 6 months. My English was okay, but I was still translating everything. I was tired all the time. My brain hurt at the end of the day. One night, I went to sleep. I had a dream. In the dream, I was arguing with a bus driver about a ticket. I woke up sweating. And then I realized something. In the dream, I was arguing in English. I didn't translate. I didn't search for words. I just spoke. My subconscious mind had finally accepted English as a native language. It was a magical feeling. It felt like a wall had collapsed. I want you to feel that. I want you to have that click moment. To get there, we need to start with level 1. We call this the label maker. Level 1 is for beginners. It requires 0 grammar. It is simply naming objects. Look around your room right now. What do you see? Don't say the word in your native language. Say it in English. Directly. Atlas points to objects on screen: phone, table, light, hand. Do not say bubur masa. Masa means table. No. That is translation. Look at the object and attach the English label directly to the image. Image-English. Skip your native language. When you wake up in the morning, spend 30 seconds being a label maker. Pillow. Alarm. Window. Sky. It sounds stupid. It sounds too simple. But you are training your brain to access English words fast. Without the middleman. Once you master level 1, you move to level 2. This is where sentences begin. Before we enter level 2, let's learn the vocabulary of the mind. Blue Book Vocabulary Break 1. Word Guide. 1. Translate, verb. Definition: to express the sense of words in another language. Example, stop translating in your head and just speak. 2. Internal monologue, noun. Definition, the conversation you have with yourself inside your head. Example, my internal monologue is usually worrying about the future. 3. Lag, noun. Definition, a delay or slowness, usually in computers, but also in thinking. Example, there was a lag between the question and his answer. 4. Subconscious, adjective/noun. Definition, the part of the mind you are not fully aware of. Example, I subconsciously learned the lyrics to the song. So, you are looking at a cup and saying cup. That is level 1. Now, let's make it move. Level 2 is the sportscaster, the commentator. Imagine you are a sports commentator describing a football match. But the match is your life. And the player is you. You are going to narrate exactly what you are doing, while you are doing it. Use the present continuous tense, I am doing. You are making breakfast. Say in your head, I am opening the fridge. I am taking out the eggs. I am cracking the eggs. I am searching for a fork. This connects the action to the English verb. Again, skip your native language. Do not think yamurta kiriorum. Just do the action and say the English sentence internally. If you are walking to the bus station, I am walking fast. It is cold today. I see a red car. You might feel like a crazy person talking to yourself. That's okay. Crazy people learn English faster. This exercise teaches your brain to construct simple sentences, subject plus verb plus object, automatically. Once you are comfortable with describing the now, we move to the future. Level 3 is the planner. We all talk to ourselves about our plans. Buganini yesum? Isin sonra markit gitmem lazım. I want you to take 5 minutes of this worry time and switch it to English. Ask yourself questions and answer them. What do I need to do today? Well, I need to finish that report. And then I am going to the gym. Oh, I forgot to call Sarah. I will call her at 5 p.m. This is harder than level 2 because it involves future tense and modals, need to, have to, will, going to. But because it is in your head, there is no pressure. No one is judging your grammar. If you make a mistake, who cares? The only listener is you. Practice this in the shower. The shower is the best classroom in the world. Plan your outfit. Plan your breakfast. Plan your argument with your boss. But do it in English. Now, we reach the biggest problem. The block. You are thinking in English. You are doing great. I am going to the. And suddenly, you hit a wall. You forget the word for exane, pharmacy. I am going to the. Panic starts. Your brain wants to switch back to your native language to find the word. Don't do it. This brings us to level 4, the pivot, the descriptor. When you don't know a word, do not stop. Do not translate. Describe it. Use other English words to paint a picture of the missing word. You forgot pharmacy? Say, the shop where they sell medicine. Say, the place for sick people. You forgot umbrella? Say, the thing that stops the rain. This is called circumlocution. It is a fancy word for talking around the circle. Native speakers do this too. When we forget a word, we say, you know, the thingy, the whatchamacallit. If you can describe a word you don't know, using words you do know, you are fluent. Fluency is not knowing every word. Fluency is never stopping. Let's practice the pivot. Imagine you want to buy a screw, vita, but you forget the word. Don't say vita. Pivot, I need a piece of metal. It is small. Like a nail, but you turn it. It fixes wood together. The shopkeeper will understand. Ah. A screw. And you stayed in English mode. You won. So, the 4 levels are Label maker, phone. Table. Nouns. Sportscaster, I am walking. Verbs. Planner, I will go to the gym. Future. Pivot, the thing that stops rain. Definitions. Before we move to the final motivational speech, let's review these mental tools. Vocabulary Break 2. Word Guide. 1. Narrate, verb. Definition: to tell a story or describe events as they happen. Example: the sportscaster narrates the game with excitement. 2. Circumlocution, noun. Definition: using many words to describe something simple, usually because you forgot the word. Example: he used circumlocution to explain pineapple because he forgot the name. 3. Pivot, verb/noun. Definition: to turn or change direction quickly. Example: when he forgot the word, he pivoted to a description. 4. Fluency, noun. Definition: the ability to speak or write a language easily, well, and quickly. Example: fluency is about flow, not perfection. We have learned the 4 levels of speaking to yourself. But there is a problem. You can't think in English if your brain is constantly hearing your native language. You cannot cook a French meal if your kitchen is full of Turkish ingredients. You need to change the ingredients in your brain. We call this creating an English ecosystem. Many students say, Atlas, I live in Istanbul, or Madrid, or Tokyo. Nobody speaks English here. How can I immerse myself? You don't need to live in London. You can build a little London in your bedroom. To think in English, you need to turn your passive time into English time. Think about your day. Cleaning the house. Driving to work. Walking the dog. Cooking. During these times, your brain is usually on autopilot. And autopilot defaults to your native language. You need to hijack this time. Put on a podcast, like this one. Put on English radio. Don't listen to analyze grammar. Just listen to the melody. Let the English sounds wash over your brain like water. If you do this for 1 hour a day, your brain gets used to the rhythm. And when you try to think in English later, the words will come easier. Why? Because the echo is already in your head. Now, let's talk about the sense memory technique. This is a deep psychological trick to stop translation. When I say the word lemon, what happens in your brain? If you are a beginner, you see the word limon. You see the text. But a native speaker doesn't see text. They see the color yellow. They feel the texture of the skin. They smell the citrus. And their mouth produces saliva because they remember the sour taste. They connect the English word lemon directly to the senses. You connect the English word lemon to the Turkish word limon. See the difference? The native path is word-image/feeling. Your path is word-translation-image/feeling. You have an extra step. That extra step slows you down. The exercise: I want you to pick one object in your room. Let's say, a blanket. Don't just say the word. Touch it. Feel the softness. Say soft. Feel the sensation of soft. Say warm. Feel the heat. Glue the English word to the physical sensation. Do this for 5 objects every day. Over time, your brain will stop looking for the dictionary definition and start looking for the feeling. There is one more enemy we need to defeat. Subtitles. I know you love Netflix. I love it too. But watching Netflix with subtitles in your native language is poison for thinking in English. Why? Because the human brain is lazy. If you have English audio and Turkish subtitles, your brain will always read the Turkish. It is easier. You are not listening to English, you are reading Turkish. To think in English, you must force your brain to struggle a little bit. Switch the subtitles to English. Or, if you are brave, turn them off completely. When you turn them off, you might panic. I don't understand everything. That is okay. You don't need to understand every word. You need to understand the context. Look at the actors' faces. Look at the action. Guess the meaning. This guessing game is exactly how babies learn to think. They don't have subtitles. They watch, they listen, and they connect the dots. Be a baby again.so, the ecosystem rules are: hijack your ears, podcasts during chores. Sense memory, connect words to feelings, not translations. Kill the subtitles, force your brain to guess. If you do these 3 things, you are feeding your brain high-quality fuel. And when you have good fuel, the engine runs smooth. Before we go to the final motivational conclusion, let's look at the vocabulary of the mind one last time. Blue Book Vocabulary Break 3. Word Guide. 1. Ecosystem, noun. Definition: a complex network or interconnected system. Example: create an English ecosystem in your home. 2. Autopilot, noun. Definition: doing something automatically without thinking. Example: I drove home on autopilot and forgot to stop at the store. 3. Sensation, noun. Definition: a physical feeling resulting from something that happens to or comes into contact with the body. Example: the sensation of cold water on my face woke me up. 4. Context, noun. Definition: the situation within which something exists or happens, and that can help explain it. Example: I didn't know the word, but I understood the meaning from the context. My friends, we have covered a lot today. We turned off the internal translator. We became sportscasters. We built an English ecosystem. But I have one final truth to tell you. And you might not like it. Thinking in English takes time. It is not a magic pill. You will not wake up tomorrow and suddenly be Shakespeare. It is like going to the gym. If you go to the gym for one day, you don't see muscles. You just feel pain. If you go for a week, you see nothing. But if you go for 6 months, suddenly, you look in the mirror and say, wow. Your brain is a muscle. Right now, the English path in your brain is a small, dirt road. It is full of rocks and grass. It is hard to walk on. Your native language path is a superhighway. It is fast and easy. Every time you force yourself to think in English, even for 10 seconds, you are clearing the rocks. You are paving the road. Eventually, the English path will become a highway too. I want you to remember this moment. We started this journey 10 videos ago. Do you remember? We started with your morning routine. We defeated the snooze button. We learned how to introduce ourselves without sounding like robots. We survived the kitchen nightmare and learned the past tense. We learned the Ford method to talk to strangers. We fixed our pronunciation in the gym. And now, we are learning to think freely. Look at how far you have come. You are not the same student you were in video 1. Your vocabulary is bigger. Your confidence is higher. Your mindset is stronger. You are no longer just studying English. You are living it. 1930 to 2030, Atlas, this is the end of our launch series. But it is just the beginning of your fluency. I have a final challenge for you. This is the most important one. I want you to write a letter to your future self. Go to the comments section right now. I want you to write 3 sentences in English. Tell your future self, who will read this in 6 months, what you promise to do. Dear future me, I promise to listen to podcasts every day. I promise to stop being afraid of mistakes. I promise to think in English when I cook. Write it down. Make it real. And in 6 months, come back to this video. Read your comment. And see how much you have grown. Thank you. Thank you for letting me be your guide. Thank you for your time, your energy, and your trust. If this series helped you, please subscribe. Share this channel with a friend who is struggling. Let's build a community of people who are not afraid to make mistakes. I am Atlas. This is the English Leap podcast. Your journey has just begun. Don't stop. Don't quit. Just leap.